I guess. You know, the other day, I was chopping it up with one of the people I know who own a fish fry place. And if you black, you know what I'm talking about. One of them places where you can come get some good fish. You in a Muslim place, you know you can get a number one, a supreme, which is a sandwich. You know what I mean? It all depends on where you live and where you get some food. But I was chopping it up with the owner. And I was like, yo, you know, why, you know, the company hasn't expanded, you know? You in a black neighborhood, there's plenty of black people. So he was explaining to me, he was like, yo, it's just a lot of people who, you know, I don't know if they got the entrepreneurial spirit. And he was like, you young enough to understand why. What do you think the reason is? And I said, you know, a lot of people, man, they just don't want to be associated with serving people. They just want to be associated with working for people. I said, you know, education has made the average man believe since he can get a good job, he is on top of his shit. If he can qualify for a loan, he's on top of his shit. I said, but, you know, I'm a street dude, so, you know, we got cash on our brain. And I said, as long as you got cash on your brain, you don't really give a shit how it come to you. I said, so I really think you not selling the pitch to the angle the right way. You trying to get them to see it like it's a sustainable shit. You know, when I was young, cats would tell me straight up how to make money. Yo, Freeman, we just go out there, we buy this shit for $2, we sell it for $5. Like, it was no logic or no reasoning or no moral to the story shit. It was just simple mathematics, right? But nowadays, you got young cats and you got to explain shit to them like it's in their best interest. And he was like, so you think it's the way it's coming across? I said, look, man, you pretty much, the world shitted on the hustler. And then you wonder why the hustlers don't want to run your shit or don't want to be part of your shit. And I said, so you left it with the schoolboys. And the schoolboys, everybody been telling them, you the way the shit's supposed to look. You the way the game's supposed to be. You know, you come out here and you get you a good job and you raise a family and you look like a white man. You know, you a black man doing everything a white man does. And I said, that's their future. That's their vision, to be exactly like the white man, but in a black skin. No difference in culture. No difference in the flag they wave, whether they stand up or sit down for the Pledge of Allegiance, the music they listen to. No difference. I said, so as long as you made somehow equaling white people the goal, you know what I'm saying? I guess most motherfuckers don't want to hustle. They don't see the reason for doing for self. They don't like it. So he kind of fell back, and I just said, you know, it's you didn't tell them how much money you made. You didn't tell them the good part about building the business. You didn't tell them that, you know what I'm saying, you come in here every day, you listen to the music you want, you know, good with the people, you talking to them, you know what I'm saying, because that's, you know, you relaxed, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't shitting them and you ain't giving them no bullshit fish, and you know what I'm saying, and shit is healthy, and you know what I mean, it ain't made with no lard or no pork grease or nothing like that. Ain't no mayonnaise served in this motherfucker, you know. I said, now I know that because, you know, the way I grew up. So I know when I'm going around looking for fish places, I ask questions. I want to know. But I walked into this one spot, and of course it was on the menu. We don't use this. We don't cook with this. We don't make with this. Our shit is fresh. I know what you're saying. But I said, I'm more than likely you have a Muslim background. He said, yeah. I said, okay. So I just say, you know, you never know what's in these motherfuckers' minds, man. They just guessing on what life is supposed to be about. You know, I was chopping it up with some other people, and we always talk about, like, the game is in front of so many people, man. Like, you could talk to the average brother on the street, and he know this shit. He just know it. Yo, Freeman, yo, if I open up my own business, you know, I could be doing this. And then, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, well, what's holding you back? And, you know what I mean, dudes is like, you know, I'm going to get to it and blah, blah. Like motherfuckers really ain't going to get to it. You know what I mean? And I just told him, I said, I guess these motherfuckers really... I don't know, man. I said, you know, where I come from, how I get down. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be the dude who got the girl number and never called her. You know what I'm saying? It would be thought of as a motherfucking fool for me to have a game in my hand and not apply it, not use it. You know what I'm saying? I said, but these young dudes and everybody else, and I don't want to keep putting young dudes, you know what I'm talking about. I say this a million times. You're not young in age, it's young in the mind, man. You ain't thinking about how to translate what you see. You know what I mean? And I don't like calling people cowards, man, because I don't understand it either. I wish I knew the secret to the game so I could tell y'all straight up what it was so y'all would get up off your ass and start doing it. You know, from small little hustles like selling shit on eBay. I helped this cat out on back home on the West, but I showed him how to get some little shit on eBay. Go to the little swap meets, go to the vintage store, go to the 99-cent store. You got a phone, right? He said, yeah. I said, you think something worth some value, I want you to pick it up. I want you to type it in eBay and see what they selling it for. So the cat came up on some goddamn Jello molds, homie, like shit you wouldn't even think about, right? That they picked them up. He talked to the dude. He paid like $1 or something each. Motherfuckers are selling them on eBay for $48. So he was like, it's that simple, huh? I said, man, that's just the beginning of your understanding of money and your hustle, homie. It's just the beginning. I'm just telling you, it's money everywhere, and you got good ideas and good inklings on the way this shit is really going down. You know, I was talking to the cat with the fish place, right? And I said, it's a tragedy, homie, that actually you waiting for cats to come up like me to somehow be smart enough to understand the game and then do it. You know what I'm saying? You know how rare that shit is? I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. I grew up with plenty of motherfuckers selling dope and everything in this world. You know what I'm saying? But they can never take that dope understanding and translate it into 100 other things. Right? From everything they see, from fucking grass seed to books to, you know, cutting lawns to, it's like they couldn't translate it. And he was like, what is it? And I said, you know, motherfuckers think when they think of being in business, you got the game so fucked up. You got motherfuckers believing that business is different from hustling. You got motherfuckers believing that it's somehow it's a different set of muscles. You got motherfuckers believing that they gonna have to go get cards and presentations and corporate papers and they gonna have to be legit. And then since, you know, most brothers on these streets coming up like me don't have the education to understand how to apply it, you done made a motherfucker believe he can't do it. That he can't do people taxes on a low for $200. You know what I'm saying? $100 on his own. That he can't go pick up cars and shit at a government auto auction, pick them up for $3, sell them for $7. You know what I'm saying? Make 4 G's just from transporting the motherfuckers. You know, you done removed the part that made us all hustlers for the sake of education. And I said, I guess these motherfuckers don't know what to do with this shit. Right? I told him basically what we do on a rise and grind. And I told him, you know, he was like, what's your thought process on everything? I said, man, dudes are smart, homie. They know it. They asking the right questions. What do I do now? What do I do here? And he said, don't you get tired of leading the way? And I said, no, man, you know, it's my duty. God revealed it to me. It's my job to do it. But I said, you know, it's not like they asking me where to go. They asking me to co-sign the idea. And I said, that's the tragedy of it. He was like, why? And I said, motherfuckers don't believe in themselves. Don't believe that they see what they see. You know what I'm saying? So even though they don't know me personally, never chopped it up with me, never broke bread with me, never touched my hand. You understand what I'm saying? But they feel that, and I'm going to throw it at Freeman. Freeman, tell me what you think. Right? Now, like I told him, the biggest tragedy is I'm a dude from Compton, man. And I don't mean that to put myself down. I just mean like, where do you think I got this shit from? Where do you think you learning this shit when it comes out of my mouth? You think I went to school and they were telling me this shit? Come on, homie. You went to school and you know they ain't tell you this shit. I'm applying angles that I seen from motherfuckers on the street and shit that I did for myself. You understand what I'm saying? And thinking bigger every time, trying to make it bigger. But I guess this is the way the shit is. When motherfuckers ask me, you know, why isn't everybody doing for self? And you know, it's so simple. And I said, because right now, motherfuckers just like to say it. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I see motherfuckers arguing over dumb shit, whether that be the Oscars or whatever, and you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at smart brothers and shit, you know, making goddamn commentary about shit like, man, fuck them, get money, homie. I mean, I don't get it. So what? White people don't want you in their goddamn awards. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. I don't understand how a black man is so worried about what white people think of him. Don't you think that we got this shit backwards? You over here trying to prove that you a good actor. Shouldn't they be trying to prove that they ain't fucking bigots and devils and racists? We didn't do nothing to them. I said, this is a lapse of understanding, a big gap. We can't just jump from, you know what I'm saying, we got to make money in empires without motherfuckers admitting certain things about themselves in the middle. You know, we over here guessing that we should be this kind of dude. And we guessing, why aren't we there? Freeman, you right. I got 100 ideas. Why am I not doing it? I don't know. I don't know what it is. See, for me, I can tell you what mine is. The reason why I do what I do is because of a lack of respect. A lack of respect and authority. I don't know who nominated these motherfuckers to be in front of me. I don't know how. And I don't believe in it. I'm coming up by myself. Fuck your daddy, homie. I don't give a fuck what that bitch motherfucker saying. Fuck the dudes on the internet. Fuck the dudes who think they running some TV show. Fuck them and they mama. This motherfucker ain't showing me the way. He ain't reaching down in the middle of Compton on the west side to come and pull me up. So now I'm supposed to be sitting here like the rest of the motherfuckers who come on these things. That's why I never told you to make me God, homie. Never act, you know what I'm saying? Don't be, well, Freeman, you let me down. Man, motherfucker, you God. I'm God. Be God, homie. You know what I'm saying? Get your anger up. Your testosterone, your ego. And go out and figure this shit out for yourself. I did. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't want to be in charge. Oh, Freeman coming out with another book. That's cool because I've been stuck, man. I hope he give us something new to think about. Why are you waiting on me? Like I said, this shit, I guess, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on in everybody's head. You know what I'm saying? So when I chopped it up with Homeboy to bring it back to the beginning, I said, you're going to have to train somebody and hand this shit over. And then you got to worry about that the dudes you handed it over to, like plenty of other people, really don't understand money. But you got to let them see the money. Because especially the dudes from the bottom, we got to see the money. The dudes in the middle, I don't know what the fuck they got to see. They want to be, like I told you one time, I was in Atlanta and I was talking to somebody about starting a business. Oh, Freeman, you should move that shit to Buckhead. I said, why? Yo, man, you open a business in Buckhead. I said, fuck them white people, man, whether they want to buy my goddamn hamburger. Motherfucker got the same goddamn dollar on the south side or the west side, in Riverdale or wherever the fuck they bail, homie. Why the fuck I need to be around them? Why would I go pay $2,000 to sell a hamburger when I could rent for $300? I mean, are you understanding the mathematics? You know what I'm saying? Oh, barley and grape nuts eating motherfuckers. They don't want no hamburger, man. so, I guess it is losing my mind, man, that I can't figure out how cats could be so happy that they in this game and they not playing. You know what I'm saying? You got a place on the board of Monopoly, homie, and you won't roll the dice. You know what I'm saying? And it's a tragedy because it's plenty of opportunities out here in the black community for us to come up. We don't need to keep looking up where's the best places to start a business where a black man. If you see a black neighborhood and motherfuckers don't got fucking hamburgers, there goes an opportunity. If your mama is piling up all her clothes to go to the laundromat 7 miles away, motherfucker, a laundromat could be open right there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what's the guessing about, homie? It's money all around you. I guess, Freeman. You know what I'm saying? What should I do next? I don't know. Double up, triple up, quadruple up, man. If one hustle is working and you figured that game out, why are you so anxious to move on to the next one? God will reveal another one. You will see another one. But until then, God damn it, keep putting your shit in 100 different places. Why are you acting like I don't want to do that? Like you get some dudes, oh man, that's slow money. Slow money better than no money. I don't know what it is, homie. See, being on the RNG and me getting to talk to you cats once a week and get the emails and shit and people come and chop it up with me and see what's popping. I get to get a good feel for where people at. And a lot of the shit, man, it's just, like I said, it's groupies to the game, man. We groupies to this money, man. And we just like hearing motherfuckers talk. And I'm the motherfucker talking. like we just like to hear it. You know why I haven't came out with my book? Because I got other shit that I'm trying to actually bring into being. Business things, man. I just can't get around to the book. I've been saying the book for years. I can't get around to it. You know what I'm saying? Why would I be so anxious to put out a book when I could put out something that's going to rake in a lot of money? This is why I scaled down the RNG to like what it is today. Because I'm like, fuck, man, I could barely keep up. I try to do podcasts, you know what I'm saying, weeks in advance sometimes. You know what I mean? To make sure that I got something for everybody. I'm trying to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? But your guess is as good as mine, because my guessing is I don't know why motherfuckers ain't moving, homie. I don't know why we taking so long. I would guesstimate that there's at least 400 to 500 people, just from my own looking at the numbers, that download a podcast on the first day. Then it kind of gets into like, 100 here, 300 here, 200, as it fizzles out. So if I was to do a thing, I would say maybe about 2,000 people plus every time I drop a podcast. Just imagine if those 2,000 people that hear the podcast on a consistent basis opened up a business. It would be 2,000 people. That would be a dent. How many of them people you think out of 2,000 have a business? I know the ones who do. I can see it when I see your shit on Facebook. I'm a barber. You know what I'm saying? I got vending machines. I can see when the brother's really doing something, and I'm proud that they here. I'm proud that I could be part of the growth, and my homie out there selling hats and stuff. I remember when he started that company. I remember chopping it up on the emails about him going into it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of everybody who stuck their neck out and did it. But I don't know what's stopping everybody else, homie. And I know all y'all cats that's doing your shit out in Cleveland and everywhere else where y'all happen to dwell in Bell, Oxnard, everywhere where y'all at. I know now that y'all crossed that hurdle, you really want to tell people, damn, Freeman, it is easy, huh? We just stuck our neck out and tried to see what we can do. But I'm through with guessing, man. Me chopping it up with homeboy who owned a fish place was just me coming full circle and him being an older cat trying to chop it up with me and tell me like, what's up? And in my head, I'm like, we so caught up in dumb shit. Half of the motherfuckers on Facebook love to talk about dumb shit. And just, all this shit that don't make no sense, homie. Like, the goddamn argument about black women and Barack Obama not being smart enough and not doing shit for black people and all this shit. And I'm like, you porn, motherfucker. Why are you wasting your time? Like, you ain't living right. Like, where I come from, man. We would tell people, I hope my name tastes like shit in your mouth. In other words, keep my name out your mouth, homie. Like until you get your shit right, homie, you don't got no rights to be out here jaw-jacking about some social shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are interesting because you can keep cracking jokes, and when I come to your Facebook page, you a funny dude. What the fuck, man? Come on, man. Is that the extent of our life, brother, to be a goddamn 5-second thing I flip through on Facebook? I mean, is that our sum of who we are? Is some funny motherfucker from a city we don't know? Like every once in a while, I keep track of a couple of pretty women that are, actresses. And every once in a while, motherfuckers just keep putting up pictures of their face. And I'm like, fuck, man, I like looking at the women because they nice looking women. But this shit is overkill, man. Like, here's me smiling with the sun out. Here's me smiling with a sandwich. Here's me smiling with a poodle. Like, goddamn, I know you fine. But what else you got? Now, if I'm sitting there with a woman I like looking at all the time, what the hell you think I think about the average cats who just come and chill and listen to the RNG? And I'm not trying to put you cats down, in no way take it that way. I'm just saying I have no idea why some do and some don't. Some will and some won't. I wish I had the answer. I wish I had the key. You know what I'm saying? To get you cats up. And it ain't motivation, because you can listen to a dude tell you all his fucking life that, you need to work like you can't breathe. Okay, maybe for some motherfuckers they need that. But it didn't move the needle, homie. The black man didn't get up and run out down the street and start everybody opening the business. It's a saying, right? People say, you shouldn't try to go after. It's easier to convince a man in the crowd than it is to convince a man one-on-one, right? Because they're just talking about peer pressure and influence and persuasion. If I get enough dumb motherfuckers to believe that hustling is the way to go, then even the motherfucker who don't know, he want to roll with them because he don't want to seem like a fool, right? And I've been trying to do that with the RNG, right? To get everybody up to that critical mass where everybody feel like, fuck, man, I'm around dudes who really trying to do shit. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't want to shit on the dudes who really trying. I see it. I know the questions that come from a motherfucker actually moving on an idea. When a cat buy the house and, and renting it out and putting up the drywall and putting ladders in the house. I see that. I know what it looked like. I remember them. I know exactly what that shit looked like. I just wish I knew. I wish I knew exactly what it was that made cats get up. Until then, I'll be guessing. And you'll be guessing. And we won't be winning. Next time, partner.